Despite boasting as India's IT hub, and why boasting? It is indeed the IT hub, but now it looks like a boast, and I will tell you why. Bengaluru's infrastructure is increasingly driving businesses away, or so it seems. Industry leaders have repeatedly flagged for roads and garbage mismanagement, but the state government's response remains rather sluggish and in some cases just blasé. Biocon Chief Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw reignited the debate after an overseas visitor's complaint about pothole-ridden roads and garbage-strewn streets of Biocon Park. On social media platform X, she tagged Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivakumar and IT Minister Priyank Kharge urging immediate action. And she said, and I'm quoting her, "Why are the roads so bad?" This is her friend who actually commented. "And why is there so much garbage around? Doesn't the government want to support investment?" And she then said, "Who, Kiran? I have just come from China and can't understand why India can't get the act together." Her post went viral, raking up over 6,570K views, with followers pointing out that poor infrastructure is not unique to Bengaluru, but it's rather pervasive across India. Well, fair enough. But then, why is it that Bengaluru is in focus most of the time? I'm asking you, viewers. Now, former Infosys CFO Mohandas Pai also came in support and criticized the government sharply. He said this is not a byproduct of growth, it's corruption and bad governance. Can we not have roads without potholes? This is not AI work. It has been done for more than 200 years. Pai shared citizens' complaints highlighting 1.5-hour commutes from Bengaluru to the airport. Now, Minister Priyank Kharge claimed that infrastructure work is ongoing in Bengaluru and dismissed any kind of criticism as just misinformation.
All these people, whether it's Mr. Pai, whether Ms. Kiran, they've all helped build Bangalore, and we rely on their expertise in not only in their fields, but also they've gone around the world. They've seen how different ecosystem works, and we always take their advice. Not now, irrespective of which party is in power, they are a part of the task force, and constructive criticism is always welcome. But bringing in negativity always definitely does not help anyone. See, like the thing is, it is simple. Unprecedented rains, all of us agree. We are growing at a rapid pace. 8.3% is what Government of India said. We grew at 10.5%. We are growing at 8.5% till 2035. Massive urbanization is happening in Bangalore. We are one of the fastest growing urban cities in the world. So if you have something constructive to say, we will definitely take it from citizens, from industry leaders, from think tanks. Bangalore was built like that, no? Collectively.
Meanwhile, Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivakumar said that in order to help the IT companies for better traffic, better roads, we made East Bengaluru Corporation.
In order to help the IT companies for the betterment for them, for better traffic, better vehicle, better roads, we have carved that Bangalore Corporation, East Corporation with only 50 watts, where they get the entire for Bangalore, the tax collection will be 6,000 crores. But only for that 5 watts, only for 5 watts, it will be 1,600 crores. This is only to help the IT corridor. We have taken this decision.
All right. So there has been reports from several industrialists. They have said that, please do something or we will move. We remember, earlier Rajesh Yavraj, who said that this is what is the problem and we need to do something about it. But every time something like this happens, we only hear, oh, don't blackmail us. You want to do something? You want to help Karnataka? You want the roads to look better, traffic to be less and the roads to, be smooth? Then come on, join us in this endeavor. Let's understand, it seems like for the past 6 months, to me at least, that the onus is on the industrialists and the captains of industry to better the situation in Bengaluru. Then I wish that, all the government, the ministers step down and let the captains of industry maybe take over. Say what? Let's talk to an expert about it. Harish Bijur, who's a brand guru and founder, Harish Bijur Consultancy Inc. He is here to speak more on the issue. Harish, thank you so much for joining us on this broadcast. You know what? I gave this topic that, Karnataka government seems to be anti-business, because to me, I've done continuously, Hari, stories on this. Last time they told Rajesh, don't blackmail us. You are blackmailing us. We will not succumb to blackmail. This time around, they have been told that, if you want to do something good, like Mr. Patil, the minister said, do CSR activities. Don't complain. The thing is, for me, it almost is like a cloistered atmosphere of a nunnery where you got to zip up and not protest at all. Harish.
Okay. Sudha, firstly, I'm wearing a voluntary disclosure. I'm wearing a black shirt, but I'm not blackmailing anybody. None of us do. I think we are all concerned citizens of this great, great city called Bengaluru. We love this city, and therefore we talk about the city. And I think the city has gone through several governance structures. Literally every political party across 3 political dispensations and spectrum, across the spectrum of parties, has ruled Bengaluru. And I do believe each one of them has been responsible in some way or the other to create the Bengaluru that we have today. And in that statement lies a positive to say that, we are the IT capital. We have the largest numbers of tech manpower working out of here. We have cutting edge, bleeding edge, work happening in this city. The whole world wants to come here, etc. The negative is also the fact that these successive sets of governments have been responsible for ignoring the cause of Bengaluru. And I think what really happens is there are too many issues and there's too little money, or there are too many issues and there's too little commitment to city issues. And in the bargain, the city suffers. The urbanization index of Karnataka has gone up. And I do believe that we are at around 35, 36% of Karnataka is urban. And I think it's high time that, people focus on urban issues in Bengaluru. And I think Bengaluru needs to get the kind of attention it deserves.
Right.
If not, we'll get this kind of attention on every news channel which really speaks about a Bengaluru which has gone berserk.
Absolutely. Beautiful city, garden city for those who wanted retirement and a quiet life and maybe write a book. This is what I know Bengaluru as. But the point of the matter is today, the issue has the genies out of the bottle, as it were, in the sense that the politicians are now telling industries to sit down, to zip up, to say, you have a problem, do something about it. The 74th Amendment, they're talking about, come join us and do CSR activities. It is the best city. You've been here. You've made all your money here. Don't complain. Don't you think, Harish, that is absolutely not called for? I mean, if I live in this city, I make money, I have a living, a livelihood, I give livelihood, like I'm sure you also give livelihood to many people. The thing is, I can always turn around and say that, why can't I have better roads? I don't want my scooty and my car to get into a killer pothole. Why is this attitude that you can't speak because you're making money in my city? It's not their city, the city you've built. Maybe people who work with you have built. What is this kind of, a complete entitlement over it and a kind of, I own it? It's not their fiefdom.
Sure. I agree with you. Bengaluru is nobody's fiefdom. And I do believe, this tu meh between, the governance and versus the corporate entities who speak, or the people who represent corporate entities who speak, are told to, say that you are only being vocal and you're not doing anything about it. The fact remains that the private sector does private sector work, makes money, creates livelihoods, and creates the ecosystem of success. The public sector is meant to create the services that are deserved by the private sector to actually take care of the roads, the water, the sanitation of every kind, the air quality, the sound quality, etc., etc. I don't think these two should be combined together. It is not the role of the private sector to take care of public works, just as it is not the role of the public sector, the government, to take care of the private sector. Whenever there is an interference between the two, there's always a noise. And I think, extremely important for the government to take care of governance and take care of what is needed for the city, and for the corporate sector to continue to do what they do best. The names that really talk about all this, talk because of the passion that each one of us have. Each one of us is totally passionate about the cause of Bengaluru. And I think that is important. In fact, the government must respect the people who speak, because the people who speak own the city. the people who don't speak rent out the city. Sadly, Bengaluru is progressively becoming a rented city. When you rent, you don't give your, heart, liver, gizzard to the cause that you think of. But when you own it, you talk.
You
So
know,
please allow us to talk as you always do, and respect the talk. And please let's have action more than the talk. That's important.
very, very well said, and very subtle. I must congratulate you that you did not really, very, very well put that there are two, as it were, pillars, and let them all do their work, and you get a cohesive, orchestrated city like Bengaluru. But the point of the matter is that when ministers from other cities are inviting captains of industry like Yabaji to come and set it up there, I still think that there is nothing wrong with it. But the point is that the Karnataka government took umbrage at that and said that you want to go? Go there. I don't think I study in a school, Harish. The last was many decades ago. The point of the matter
Okay.
is it's
Yeah.
happened across. If I'm working
Yeah.
for you, Harish,
Yeah.
and you're paying me really bad and you're also treating me bad, someone else, there is right of employment, I'll say thank you very much. I don't even want a farewell. See you tomorrow. What's wrong with that?
Yeah. No, I agree with you, Sudha, because, Bengaluru, we should not take the business of Bengaluru for granted. The moment you take something for granted, you tend to, get a bit callous. I think governments need to put their skin into the business, their money into the business, the passion into the business, and handle the issue. Bengaluru today needs to be handled like a war room kind of a situation. The city's infrastructure needs to be handled carefully, and carefully so that there is no issue when it comes to the infrastructure issues that we are all talking about.
Harish Bijur, it is always such a pleasure to speak with you. Thank you so much for making the time.
Thank you.
And let's move on. And we're talking about the same debate, whether Karnataka has become anti-business or perceived to be. And I have two politicians now, rather political voices, I must say. Satya Prakash ji, who's Vice Chairperson and spokesperson for the KPCC, and Surabhi Hodikere, spokesperson for the BJP in Karnataka. Namaskara to both of you. Thank you so much for making the time. Satya, I'm going to take a leaf out of what Harish Bijur said. He said there are two pillars. One is the private sector and one is the public sector. The government should take care of governance and the private sector should do what it does, which is making money and giving employment. Do you think Karnataka government is really, today once again, is really fulfilling every little rule or edict of governance? Because again today, we see how Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw spoke yesterday about a friend who commented, and Mr. Patil, MB Patil, he says that, why don't you go do CSR? It is pretty much like what they said the last time. You said it on my show, and then DKS also said it about Yabaji, don't blackmail us. I mean, all they want is good governance, Satya.
Hey, good evening, Sudha.
Hi.
Actually, Mr. Harish Bijur has spoken statesman-like. Okay, he has said these two domains are different. Each one mind your own business, but we will collaborate since we both live together and we have a responsibility towards the citizens. See, infrastructure is a continuous process. It is not a one-tweet story. Just because I tweet, it should not be a one-tweet story. With due regards to Mrs. Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw, okay, our MP Patil has said it very clearly. You come, we all will collaborate. There are problems. Our DCM has said there are problems. Bangalore is a growing city. There are a lot of issues like internal migration, external migration from other states too. People are thronging into the Bangalore. The current infrastructure is unable to take that load, but still lakhs of people throng every month. We cannot say no, because everyone has a right in this country to go to any city. Why are people thronging to Bangalore? People are thronging to Bangalore because we have good atmosphere. It is a happening city. Economy is booming. Anyone who comes into Bangalore can earn his, like once upon a time people used to say, Bombay, anyone goes, Bombay receives everyone. So this is what is happening. What I suggest is, we all should sit together. There are issues. We all should sit together, find what are the problems. See, we also need to understand.
Yeah, but Satya, I want to ask you, sorry to interject you, Satya, my apologies, but aren't you giving out the feeling, I get a feeling that you're anti-business now. You're telling people you like it, Most
If we
welcome.
were,
You don't like it,
if we
leave the house. It's like a lot of people, school also saying, you like the school, you have to adhere, you have to wear this uniform. If you don't like it, that is the door. Why are you being perceived as anti-business now, Satya Prakash?
we were anti-business. Let us assume what you are saying is right for a time being, for the first time. Let me accept, what my friend Sudhaji is telling right. If it was true, will Karnataka be the second best destination for foreign direct investment into India? You
Right.
tell me.
But
Is
there
it
is
possible
always
that
a beginning
Bangalore,
of the end. When Kiran
One second.
Mazumdar-Shaw's friend said, why are the roads like this? Why are the potholes like this? Why can't you get your act together? There is something
what
called
did
beginning of the
Abraham
end.
Lincoln say? What did Abraham Lincoln say?
Go ahead. He said a lot of
Don't
things.
don't ask what the country can do for you. You tell what you can do for the country. Similarly, I'm asking each and every Bangalorean. Don't ask what the Bangalore can do for you. You tell what you can contribute to Bangalore.
Right.
We all are from Bangalore. There are issues.
And you know
this
what?
issue,
And you know what Jawaharlal Nehru said in Hindi? Aram haram hai. Everyone has to do their duty. Otherwise, it will be seen that there is dereliction of duty. We can go on and on, but let me bring in our friend Surabhi also. She's waiting. Hi, Surabhi. Surabhi, tell me something. Why is the feeling? It seems like it is, Mr. Yabaji stayed back because he said that, I love this once. First he protested, then he stayed back. It's pretty much that, he doesn't want to. He's perhaps just buckled, and for his own good reasons. I respect his decision. But look at this. This is not the first time. This is Kiran's second or the third time that she's protesting. This is not the first time that, Mr. Pai is talking like this. Mr. Pai has spoken he's spoken to me. He said, Sudha, there is no end to this. I somehow feel Karnataka now is getting to be, perceived to be anti-business, anti-industry.
I think it stems from some kind of an arrogance that the government has been portraying for the last 2.5 weeks. Quit. You fix the road. Put some CSR. Do something. One. Second, don't complain. Complaining means that you're brandishing. You're hurting the brand of Bengaluru. Yes, everybody wants to have constructive conversations. They're not coming to you because they think you have a magic wand. These same people, by the way, Sudha, have multiple times given constructive solutions to across different governments. Bengaluru has been at the forefront of civic government cooperation and collaboration. This same Mohandas Pai, same Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw had complained even when our government was in power. We had a conversation with them. The way you're approaching it is to say that you don't have a right to have a conversation with us. We know better. And it's important that they call these things out, because if they call these things out, it echoes the voice of so many people in Bengaluru who are going through exactly the same thing. And imagine somebody like this is saying it and they're getting a response saying, don't complain. What do you think the common citizen is getting in response? You've created a pothole app. That pothole app, the complaints disappear, not the actual work. The potholes don't disappear, the complaints itself disappear. You don't want to have an opportunity for constructive criticism. You yell at people. If they say something about Bengaluru, you say you're anti-Karnataka, anti-Bengaluru, anti-Karnataka. The approach that you have it shows some sense of insecurity, that you do not want to have a conversation on issues, but you want to bulldoze, bully citizens.
For me, Surabhi, what it is like Satya and Surabhi, offense is the best form of defense. Before you tell me anything, I will say back to you. This is just that tactic.
I will play a defensive game now, Sudha. I will play a defensive game. My friend Surabhi forgets that she says that Kiran Mazumdar, when her government also was there, these roads, our government is just 2 years or 2 years, 2 months old.
Your government has been around for 12 years before this.
Laid by the BJP government. These roads were laid by the BJP when it was in power in the
Which is correct. It's a fact, Surabhi.
For 4 donkeys years.
Bombai's government
was in the corporation.
Satya is right.
If it had heeded to Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw.
But are we talking about Basavaraj Bombay? What is this?
Quality of roads are so bad.
Let me respond, please.
Go ahead, quickly.
you do not have the knowledge that Karnataka government has been run by both by the BJP Congress as well as the JDS, I'm sorry, I cannot give you that basic information. You have also been in power, sir, 2013, 2018,
No, but
and even
Surabhi,
after
there is a
that. Are you
correction here.
saying
Last time,
every single... No, Sudha ma'am, one second. This is nothing but
Last
deflecting of
4
blame.
years
And
before
why
our
was
okay,
government,
why
we
was
are
your
not
government in
not
power?
fighting about Congress BJP.
But
See,
that
we
is
will lose
precisely
time.
what Mr. Satyaprakash is saying.
No,
If you're going to tell me that you're undoing mistakes of the BJP government, then why were you in power at all? You should have just let us
these
be. Every
roads
single
were
road is
laid
laid
by
only by
BJP
BJP.
government during its
Congress is not
7-year
Completely.
laid.
rule.
Congress
Please
is not
replay
laid any
these
road
roads.
at
I'm
all.
losing time, guys. I just want
I do
one
not,
question
Sudha ma'am,
each.
I do not have the patience to go back and forth because I suffer these bad roads every day myself too. Do you have a plan or not, Mr.
That's what I'm going to ask him. So, Satya Prakash, app went out of the window. Children wrote to Prime Minister. Okay, fine. DKS's children told DKS, Daddy, do something about it. Okay, fine. Every day there are deaths which are reported. Every day you ask any Bangalorean, you read the newspaper, today's main dailies are telling you. I have a question to ask you, sir. Let's forget about Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw. Let's forget. Will you fulfill your promise of getting rid of every pothole at the dawn of 31st of October?
We are trying our best to meet the deadline. But as you see, the rain flurry is on in Bangalore. But in spite of all these problems,
Why did
our
you
Deputy
promise
Chief Minister,
then?
Mr. D.K. Shivkumar,
Why
on a
did you
war front, he
promise?
is visiting all the roads. I will promise you one thing, all the main arterial roads in Bangalore, we will make sure that there will be no potholes. But if the rain gods are, little bit kind to us,
Why
we
did you
will make
not
sure
have a
other
rain
roads also.
forecast? Are
One
you
second,
saying
ma'am.
that
Why did you
Why
make
don't
a,
you
why
wait
did
for a
your
minute
chief
here?
minister go there and make a, big, hullabaloo with all the GB engineers and saying, you have no shame? You should repair these
Yeah.
roads by 31st of October. Now rain. He didn't know
Absolutely.
that rain will come.
As a good student,
Sudha ma'am,
we'll try
my
to get 100
question.
out of 100.
May I please ask a
We might
question?
get
Sure,
75,
and then I have to
80.
wrap up. Go ahead, Surabhi.
Sudha ma'am,
Hodigire.
Sudha ma'am,
One second,
there have been
Surabhi, one
reports
second.
on social
Unlike
media
BJP's,
that the roads that were laid a mere 1 week ago have started to fall apart.
We've done
If you
reports.
really, truly,
We've done
truly,
reports. My colleague Vajula has
yes,
filed 4
ma'am.
reports. It's
Literally.
there. It's there. So let him. The ball is in your court, Satya. And on 31st, I will meet you. Of course,
Yes, I have also
I will
requested.
meet you and I will ask you,
we
sir,
will-
we
we
will do
will-
a report.
see,
We'll do a report, I
Sudha,
promise. And then
we
I'll
will
talk to you.
not. My government will not run away like Surabhi's BJP government.
We will see,
We are
sir.
responsible
31st,
for
we
the
will
people
meet.
of Karnataka.
We will meet. The
We
roads
will
that
not
you have
We
laid
shall
are not
see.
able
Surabhi's
to
We
survive 1
shall.
week.
Hum
We will not
dekhenge.
run like Surabhi's
That's what we
BJP.
will see.
see.
Those
we
roads are
will.
meant
We
to
are
be
responsible
walked
for the
on.
people
Those
of
roads
Bangalore.
are not meant to kill anyone. And today you
I
seem
only
to be
request.
anti-business, and it is the perhaps.
No. Please don't tell
Wake
that.
up.
Please
Wake
don't
up.
tell that.
I don't want to say more.
Karnataka government is pro-business government.
We
That
will
is why
see.
it is the
Beginning of
second
the end.
highest FDI
I
has come
hope
into
to God. I'm
Karnataka.
keeping my fingers crossed.